All right, guys. So I've finally settled on my next offense, and I'm going to show you a sneak peek of that. Now, the play we're going to be using here is going to be out of the play or out of the formation single back ace close. I absolutely love single back ace close, mainly because it gives me the ability to spam this play PA cross, which is, if you guys are familiar with my Bunch X Nasty guide, it is a staple in there as well. So just going to call random plays here. This would be a random cover three. But this concept where you have this B receiver running that deeper crossing route towards the side of a deep post, and then normally my setup for out of the Bunch X Nasty looks a lot like this, right? I've got a drag route, I've got a running back on a streak going to the crossing route side. Now when I do this, I'm rolling out towards the left, and it really just puts the defense in a pickle. Do they guard the drag route? Do they guard the running back streak? Do they guard the deeper cross, right? Now, the difference between this set and Bunch X Nasty is the fact that I have a tight end blocking towards the side of my rollout, right? So even if I was to go ahead and flip this, it would be the same thing. I would just have to motion my running back over to put him on a streak on that side, but you can do the same concept, and it's symmetrical, so your opponent really doesn't know which way you're going to go with it. And this is a staple in my scheme. I absolutely love this in terms of being able to really manipulate where my opponent's user goes, what they have to do to stop it, and also just overall being a true money play. This is, in my opinion, one of the better money plays and money route combos that you can use in the game, right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at something else you can do. And that's going to be how to bomb cover three. So this is, like I said, this is just a generic cover three at a nickel 3-3. You can do the streak corner combo, streak to the tight end on the post side, corner out to the tight end on the opposite side, and this is going to be your cover three bomb. Once again, this is symmetrical. You can bomb to both sides of the field. This is just going to be an example of bombing to the short side as opposed to the wide side, right? So we drop back in coverage. As you can see, easy cover three bomb. Like I said, hopefully you get a better animation and rack than that, but overall, you'll see through instant replay what's going to happen, right? So this tight end goes ahead, pulls down that outside third. You've got a streak to the inside tight end, which is going to hold the free safety or the strong safety, whichever guy's back into the middle third, allowing the post route to get wide open on the opposite side, right? So, as I mentioned, that is something that can be ran to the short side or the wide side of the field. So if you just wanted to flip your play, run the bomb to the wide side, it'll look as follows, right? Same exact thing. Bomb now, in this case, going from right to the left. Very, very easy cover three bomb. You can also use a different route combo to bomb cover three if you wanted to. Since you have tight ends to both sides, you could go ahead and put a tight end on a crosser, motion the other tight end over, and the cool thing about motioning these tight ends over in this set is they still get tight end routes. So I can put this guy on a streak. He'll go directly up the middle of the field. I could put him on a corner route. I could put him on a crosser if I wanted to, right? I could put him on a trail route. You could do a ton of different things with that tight end. For this case, I'm just going to put him on a streak, right? So we're creating a bunch of look right here. But now with this dual crossers streak post combo that you see on the field, this will go ahead and bomb cover three just in a slightly different way, right? You can see you can bomb it, once again, over the top of that guy to the short side. And if we wanted to go ahead and do it to where it would bomb the outside on the wide side as well, that is something that you can do, right? So motion them over, streak, just going to block the running back in this example, right? And then, once again, by a little bit of time, and you have the cover three bomb now to both sides of the field. So having the ability to just absolutely destroy cover three is, in my opinion, the most mandatory thing that you have to have in a scheme at the moment, because everybody, for the most part, is running some variation of a cover three or a cover four, right? So flat zones at this point in the year aren't amazing. Most people only abuse flat zones, especially on outside corners, when they're really trying to defend RPOs. So when you can get somebody, when in a formation like this that you don't have RPOs, a lot of people are just going to be in cover three. It's just the nature of the beast. Now, if for whatever reason they are in cover two, right? So being able to bomb cover 3 is cool, but what about bombing cover 2? Like, if you are going to struggle being in cover 3 and cover 4, which I'll show you here in a little bit, they got to go to something, right? They're going to have to go to a way to hopefully stop you. So they'll go into cover 2, meaning that they'll have outside guys in cloud flats or hard flats. Both safeties generally would be in deep halves at that point. So when doing that, you can go ahead and bomb this. Let me go ahead and show you how to do that, right? So same play. You do want the post route in this example to the short side of the field because you want to motion him out. And then you can go ahead and do whatever you want, right? So in this example, I'm going to go ahead and just do a drag route, block the tight end, block the running back. And then what you'll see happen here is that free safety on that left-hand side completely dumbs out, allowing you to throw the post over top of him for a one-play score, right? And I've kind of broke this down in the strong tight version of like this little bomb combo that I've been doing. And it's similar. It's a very similar thing. It's basically glitching out the opposite half, right? So you got the deep half over here. He doesn't see any route coming open. He only sees that crosser. So he basically just stands here and does nothing. And then by the time he realizes there's a deep post, that is where you've got the guy streaking down the sideline, right? All right. So say you wanted to go ahead and bomb to the opposite hash, right? Say you didn't want to go to the wide side of the field. You wanted to bomb to the short hash. You could do something similar, right? Just block the running back, motion this guy out to that side. Now here, once again, able to bomb short side or wide side of the field. Doesn't really matter. That's the thing that I love about this bomb set out of this particular formation is the fact that I can do this to both sides of the field against cover 2 and cover 3. I have the ability to max protect and keep all these players in to block. Not that that's probably the most optimal way to play, but it is an option. So people that are spamming all these crazy, blitzes, 6-7 man pressures, they're not going to be able to sit in those defenses that have, them sending 5 people and trying to get an A gap, right? It's not going to work. We can block both of our tight ends. We can block the running back. We're really not limited by any means in terms of what we can do with this formation. Now, I will say that there are playbooks that have a stretch in them. Gives you a good run threat to both sides of the field because it's obviously, once again, symmetrical. I am currently in Miami running this because I like the ability to audible over to wing close. I also like having the run scheme that I use out of the Bunch X Nasty, and I also like the pistol deuce close out of this formation as well, or out of this playbook as well. So just kind of an example of, why I don't have it to show it to you. But you do have other runs, right? You have the jet sweep. Once again, goes to both sides. There's really no tell until you hike the ball. It's going to be very difficult to stop that, especially considering your user can't be in both places at once. So really good formation, guys. Like, I don't know what more to really say about this besides the fact that, you can get a lot of cool routes and route combos out of this as well, which we'll go ahead and, like I said, I'll explain when I break down the full scheme, but I just wanted to show the bombs. And then last thing we'll take a look at is going to be cover 4, because cover 4 is one of those things where people will call it because they feel safe. That's the main reason I call cover 4 drop as my base defense when I'm running nickel 3-3. I know that I'm not really going to get bombed. And, I can adjust to, the dual corners, or I can adjust to RPOs. I can adjust whatever I want, just knowing I'm really not going to get bombed. But the thing with this formation is you can run the cover 3 version to the short side, which, again, that's the streak and the corner combo right here. And even against a cover 4 drop, when you run this, you'll see you can go ahead, and I need to obviously get the ball thrown in bounds right there, but to the short side, it will be a cover 4 bomb as well. Left the play action in there on accident, but you guys will see it doesn't really matter. You're just going to go ahead, bomb the cover 4 drop for a one-play score. The reason this works, for whatever reason, when you run this to the short side, the inside quarter will actually only play the inside quarter, and he plays the streak. You see how they both play that streak route? It allows the post route to get wide open, because, once again, we've got the outside quarter, in this case, taken care of by the short corner route by the tight end. So you can see with a good pass lead, Nice little rack catch. You're able to throw an easy one-play score. Now, the difference, as I mentioned, is this has to go to the short side. If you try to do this to the wide side, you do kind of run into the risk of it not really working as well. Here, I'm going to show this to you just so you guys can kind of see. Like, he does dumb out again, but by the time he hits the full stem in his route, he's going to stop running. So here we go. Just kind of show it to you again. I'll try to get a better example here. But see how you're looking at that outside left guy. So like you see how like I had to throw it dumb late. And you're just really playing with fire there, because even if you do get the time, there's a good shot that this post route will stop running his route, right? So here we go. So again, I got to wait till he commits, then I can throw it. Just tough. It's a tough throw to make. Maybe if your freeform settings are a little bit different than mine, maybe it becomes a little bit easier. But yeah, overall for me, I prefer going with this to the short side just because it becomes really tough to make that throw to the wide side. Now, if you guys want to see more of this formation, go ahead. Definitely let me know in the comments. Like I said, this will be a full guide from me. Most likely it will be going in the Discord and it'll go into the membership portion. I don't think we're going to be dropping any ebooks at this point on Madden Daily for the remainder of this year as we gear towards NCAA. But yeah, if anything changes, I'll definitely let you guys know. But I will be breaking down this full scheme because I'm having a lot of fun with it in games at the moment. So that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. Catch you guys in the next video.